Hey everybody, DeLongshot Signatures here. This is episode 50 of my 2024 TTM returns, and we are ending a very solid week with 6 more successes. That brings me to 30 returns that came in this week, the most successful week we've had in a little over 2 months. So we're going to start off with a football return. This one kind of highlights the draft, which is fitting with the draft still going on right now. I believe they are in round 6. This is a one-of-one success in 180 days from former defensive end Dan Owens on his 1990 Pro Set card, which shows that he was drafted in the second round. Let's say he was selected 35th overall out of USC, if I remember correctly. Had himself a pretty solid career, 33.5 sacks, a couple of interceptions there. So all in all, pretty good player back in the day. Then we have a college basketball return. Fortunately, this one is pretty smeared and has the potential to smear more, but it is what it is. This is a 2 of 2 success in 126 days from men's basketball coach for UC Riverside, Mike Magpayo. He is the first ever D1 basketball coach on the men's side of full Asian heritage. So, like others before, he has signed on the back, and it smeared a lot on the way here, and it will still smear to the touch, so I will be trying to handle this as little as possible until I get it into the binder, and then, just leave it there. Because once it's in those binders, I use the acid-free photo sleeves. It should be okay once it's there. But so far, so good for him. I think he's in his 4th or 5th season or going into it. Above 500 record, around 68 and 50. So pretty good there. Then we have an NHL return. Now that the season's over, might see a few of these come back. Sent out to a number of the newer goaltenders, even if they've been in the league for a minute, that I haven't sent out to before, and this is one that came back. This is a 2 of 2 success in 157 days from Anaheim Ducks goaltender Lucas Dostal. He is kind of the backup for the Anaheim Ducks, but he was the better goaltender this season, despite the Ducks having a 50-loss season. Not great for them. But he played okay behind a really bad defense. Stayed just above a 900 save percentage, and with the year that goalies had this year, that was pretty good. 19 wins on the year. Was mainly, it was a little bit of all or nothing. I think he had one shutout the full year. But this was his 3rd season with the Ducks in the NHL, and it was his first full-time season that, he really got to see some real playing time with John Gibson. There have been talks for the past several years of the Ducks trading away John Gibson. It sounds like he is unhappy being there. Can't say I really blame him. So not sure whether the Ducks see Dostal as his replacement or if they would sign another guy or try and develop another one behind him. But either way, really happy to get this back. Wasn't sure if he would sign, so I'm glad he did. Then we have a couple of NASCAR crew chiefs. We're going to start off with the Cup Series. This is a 2 of 2 return in 14 days from Front Row Motorsports. I don't know exactly how it's supposed to be pronounced. Crew chief Ryan Burgundy. Maybe it's pronounced like Burgundy or something like that. But he is the crew chief for Todd Gilliland this season. They've had a little bit of success. It's Front Row Motorsports, so they're kind of an all-or-nothing team. They have improved the past couple of years, but mostly with Michael McDowell. Their second car, the 38, generally doesn't have too much success. But they have led some laps this season. I think they have a top 10 finish. So hopefully, get to see him improve. I really like Todd Gilliland. I've been watching him since he was in the Truck Series. He also wrote something about potentially sending some merch down the road, so keep an eye out for that. That'd be really cool to get. The other one is an Xfinity Series crew chief. This is 2 of 2 success in 12 days from, I do not remember the team, but the crew chief for Jeb Burton, Shane Whitbeck, there on the right. Also signed this photo of Jeb Burton's car. I think it was from this year's Daytona 500. He also wrote, "Thank you for watching my career. Myself and the guys work hard to do our best every weekend. Hope to see you at the race one day." He does have a win with Jeb last year, so they're looking to build on that success. So really cool to get that back. I want to say he also was a crew chief for a short time in the Cup Series, and then had some experience in the Truck Series as well. Last one is an IndyCar hero card return. I got back 3 hero cards, 2 that were signed in 32 days from Team Penske. So I got this really, really nice looking Scott McLaughlin IMS hero card. Team Penske doesn't have their hero cards out at IMS for the 500. Usually you got to get them at signings. I'm sure I could probably ask someone working for the team if they had any like in the back, because I think that's what Dale Coyne and Rick Ware Racing do. But that's a really nice looking one with a great looking signature. We got a signed one of Will Power. I might already have this hero card. It's from last year. It just looks really familiar, so I don't know if they just kind of have been using the same design but different photos. But it is signed by one of the best. And then I got an unsigned one of Joseph Newgarden, so I'll be taking that with me. He's pretty tough to get in person. Usually, I think I get like 1 or 2 a year the past couple years from him, unless I go to the, which I will be going to the full field session. We'll see which line he's in. I don't know which side I want to focus on yet, because a lot of the drivers I want to get won't be racing in the Grand Prix race, but they will be in the 500. So I haven't decided which line I'm going to focus on, because there's really no driver I'm focused on for the first race. But either way, he is a good TTM signer. Team Penske does have the rule now of maximum of one request and 3 items per request for their drivers. So I got to make sure I have some other stuff to send him if I do send this out. But that is it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. Best luck with your guys' collecting. Take care.